Good evening, and thank you for being with us tonight. I say this every time I conduct a concert. You have lots of choices for what you can do with your time. There are lots of places you could be and lots of things that you can be doing, and the fact that you choose to spend that time here supporting music, supporting young people, supporting education is very meaningful to us and means a great deal. We opened with a European piece, a march from the 19th century called the Radetzky March, written by Johann Strauss Sr. This is the father of the guy who wrote all of the famous waltzes, the Blue Danube and other pieces like that. But it's a staple in Vienna on New Year's Eve. If you watch that concert on television from the Vienna Philharmonic, you'll hear the Radetzky March, and a wonderful old-time piece of music. We're going to follow it up now with something newer, a piece that's about 10 years old, and it is by Frank Kelly, who is an American composer who lives in California, teaches at the University of Southern California, which is right across town from us at UCLA. And if you go to band concerts, you probably hear music by Frank Kelly, because he's one of the great Americans writing, and he's written music for the professional players, for the best university ensembles down to elementary and middle school. So there's something for everyone from Frank Kelly. This piece is called Joy Revisited. It's based on a tune that came to him around the time of the birth of his first child. So if you can picture a rambunctious little toddler running around the house, there's a little bit of that in this piece, Joy Revisited. Where the rest of the program is all American music, but there are a couple Korean connections in the next couple pieces. The next one is a piece that I wrote about 4 or 5 years ago for the Indiana Bandmasters Association, and I wrote it in honor of my grandmother, who at the time was suffering from Alzheimer's disease, which of course is a terrible illness that is rampant around the world. And I wanted to write a piece that had to do with memory, that had to do with nostalgia. And so I went and I found the Indiana State Song, which is a song called On the Banks of the Wabash Far Away. And I took a couple little bits of that song and I placed it in this piece. It's mostly original music by me, but there are a couple of little callbacks to kind of an earlier time, perhaps a simpler time, and it's a nod to those wonderful memories in our lives. So this piece is called Memento. are about to end our portion of the evening, actually end the concert. And this is the longest piece in our program. It's about 6 or 7 minutes long, I believe. And it's an old band favorite called Variations on a Korean Folk Song, which I'll talk about in a moment. My colleagues here today have shared wonderful thoughts about the value of what's happening here. Both in terms of a festival like this, but also in terms of the everyday experience that these students have making music. And I just wanted to add a very brief thought about that, which is that we talk a lot about how music makes students smarter. There's all kinds of research that says their test scores go up, their grades go up, their chances of getting into college go up. All kinds of things that show that music makes them smarter, for all the reasons that my colleagues talked about before. And I agree with that. I'm happy to support that, that conversation. But I'm more interested in the fact that music makes them better. It makes them smarter, but it makes them better. And the things that they learn from having the discipline to work on an instrument, having the ability to collaborate and compromise with a bunch of other people, to come together. 2 days ago, this band, this choir, this orchestra didn't exist. So for them to come together in a day and a half and create something like this is a testament to the work ethic, the flexibility, and the energy that requires. And most importantly, they learn to appreciate beauty and to create beauty, and hopefully look for beauty in our world and add to it. So music makes them smarter, but music makes them better. And it's a thrill to be part of that process, along with the teachers who are here, Sophie Holbrook and all the other people in the band world here who have done such a wonderful job preparing these students and hosting us and doing all the hard work that is involved in getting this together. The people here at the school, the people in all these school systems who have made such incredible contributions, we thank them and we join them in this celebration of music. The Variations on a Korean Folk Song was written by John Barnes Chance in either the late 60s or early 70s. It's based on Arirang, which is a tune that should be familiar to everyone. It's a theme and variations, so there's about 5 or 6 permutations of this music, and it has a very exciting ending. So we leave you tonight with the Variations on a Korean Folk Song. Wish you all the best for a great year, a great Lunar New Year, and hope to see you back here in Korea sometime in the future. Thank you.
Oh.